Do you ever wonder if plants have secret lives, just like us? Welcome to the hidden world of green, a realm beyond the vibrant leaves and colorful blooms we see. Here, plants lead intricate lives, marked by unique adaptations and behaviors that are as fascinating as they are diverse. From whispering trees to carnivorous flowers, this isn't just botany, it's a peek into nature's most guarded secrets. So, let's dive into this captivating realm and explore the secret lives of plants. In the face of adversity, plants have mastered the art of adaptation. An incredible statement, yet a glance at the botanical world proves it to be utterly true. Let's embark on a journey to discover some of these master adapters. Our first stop is the sun-scorched deserts, where the cactus stands tall, not a leafy tree nor a flowering shrub, but a succulent plant with a thick fleshy exterior. It's a fortress against the relentless desert heat. The cactus stores water in its bulky stem, using it sparingly during the long, dry spells. Its needles, a clever adaptation, are not just for protection against predators, but also to minimize water loss, a task ordinarily performed by leaves in other plants. Now let's shift our gaze to the humid, nutrient-poor bogs. Here, the Venus flytrap, a carnivorous plant, has turned the tables on the animal kingdom. Unwilling to be completely dependent on the scarce nutrients in the soil, this plant traps and digests insects. The flytrap's leaves have adapted into a jaw-like structure, complete with trigger hairs. When an unsuspecting insect touches these hairs, the trap snaps shut and the plant's digestive process begins. In similar nutrient-poor environments, other carnivorous plants like pitcher plants have developed their own unique adaptations. Their leaves have evolved into a deep pitcher filled with digestive fluid. Insects lured by its nectar or color fall into the pitcher, unable to escape the slick, downward-pointing hairs and the deadly fluid below. These adaptations, while fascinating, are not just for show. They're the result of countless years of evolution, each change a response to a specific challenge. In the harshest of conditions, these plants have devised ingenious ways to not only survive but thrive. They've learned to collect and conserve water, to lure and trap food, and in doing so, they've rewritten the rules of the game. Indeed, these plants are true survivors, bending the rules of nature to ensure their survival. In a world that's constantly changing, their ability to adapt is not just admirable, it's a lesson for us all. But plants don't just sit there. They have some intriguing behaviors of their own. Imagine for a moment that you're a plant. You can't move around to find food or escape predators, so you've developed some pretty clever ways to thrive in your environment. One of the first things you might notice is how plants respond to light, a phenomenon known as phototropism. Whether it's a sunflower tracking the sun across the sky or a sapling growing towards a break in the forest canopy, plants have a built-in compass that guides them towards the light, maximizing their ability to photosynthesize and grow. But it's not just light that guides plant behavior. They also have a sense of gravity. This is called gravitropism. You've probably seen this in action when you notice that roots always grow downwards into the earth while shoots reach upwards towards the sky. It's a plant's way of ensuring it has the best chance to gather nutrients from the soil and light from the sun. And then there's touch, or thigmotropism. Plants like the Venus flytrap or the sensitive mimosa plant are famous for their quick responses to touch. But many plants exhibit this behavior to some degree, such as climbing vines that coil around anything they come into contact with, allowing them to reach higher light levels. But perhaps the most intriguing behavior of all is how plants communicate with each other. Through the release of chemicals into the air or the soil, plants can signal distress, warn each other of impending danger, or even summon beneficial insects to their aid. It's a silent, invisible conversation happening all around us, a testament to the complexity and sophistication of plant life. So, while they may seem static and silent to us, plants are constantly busy, sensing their surroundings, making decisions, and communicating in ways we're only beginning to understand. They're not just passive decorations in our world, but active participants in the ecosystems they inhabit. Plants, it appears, have a language and behavior all their own, quietly communicating and responding to the world around them. Plants don't live alone. They are an integral part of a wider, interconnected ecosystem. They are the silent heroes, the unsung symphony of life, seamlessly weaving an intricate web of existence that sustains all living things. They are the beating heart of our planet, the vital link that holds the delicate balance of life firmly in place. Imagine, if you will, the grand tapestry of life. Every thread in that tapestry represents a species, an organism, and plants are the threads that hold it all together. They are the primary producers, the first link in the food chain, converting sunlight into energy through the miraculous process of photosynthesis. This energy then fuels the rest of the ecosystem, supporting a myriad of life forms, from the smallest insects to the largest mammals. But the role of plants doesn't stop there. They also forge symbiotic relationships with many organisms. Take, for example, the intimate dance between flowers and their pollinators. A bee buzzes from flower to flower, drawn by the vibrant colors and sweet nectar. In return, the bee becomes an unwitting courier, carrying pollen from one bloom to another, aiding in the plant's reproduction. This is but one example of the countless ways in which plants interact with, support, and shape the world around them. They are not just passive observers, but active participants in the grand saga of life. Plants, in their silent, steady way, are the very heart of life on Earth. So, what have we discovered about the secret lives of plants today? Well, we've delved into the hidden world of green, unearthing the extraordinary adaptations that allow plants to thrive in the most challenging environments. We've seen how these masters of adaptation can survive by transforming themselves, using their flexibility to overcome adversity. We've also explored the intriguing behaviors of plants, their subtle yet sophisticated ways of communication, and their surprising ability to respond to their environment. We've learned that plants are far from passive. They're active and dynamic entities, engaging with their surroundings in remarkable ways. Then, we've journeyed into the interconnected ecosystems, observing how plants play a pivotal role in maintaining balance and promoting biodiversity. We've witnessed how the survival of countless species, including our own, is intricately tied to the health and well-being of plants. Indeed, the next time you see a plant, remember there's a lot more going on than meets the eye.